So Ashton, where are we going today?
We're gonna go buy a van.
We're gonna go buy a van. We're gonna go look at a van. We're gonna go look at a van.
Hi, my name is Chandler. I'm a recovering attorney and an avid adventurer.
And I'm Ashton, former nanny. I don't know what else I want to be. We're gonna figure it out.
And this is our dog Millie. She is a 1-year-old Scottish Terrier with a lot of personality. For years, we were working the corporate grind in New York City. Even though we were making a lot of money and living what many people would consider to be the high life, we often found that free time was non-existent. That's where Vandit came in. Vandit is a 1999 Dodge Ram van conversion. Now we are traveling the country trying to steal as many tomorrows as we can before the real world catches up. The journey to our tiny home on wheels begins back in the fall of 2020. Ashton and I had long dreamed of taking some time off to travel, and after a particularly rough stretch of work, we decided to start taking the idea of an escape and van life much more seriously. After looking at a couple of vans online, we decided to finally visit one in person. So we packed up Millie and took a ride north on the train. Our target was a 1999 Dodge Ram van that had already been mostly converted. The van was listed at $12,500, which was more than we were hoping to pay, but we decided to take a look anyways and see if the price could be negotiated. This was our first train ride up the Hudson, and honestly it was simply beautiful. Just riding the train is a great escape from the big city.
How's it going?
Good?
Look how pretty.
I know. Millie,
Papa is so cute.
what do you think the peaks kill?
That's pretty.
It's pretty. What'd you do?
Now she won't be quiet.
Did you make her angry?
Yes.
Oh no. Millie! Millie, what's going on? After spending a few minutes exploring the waterfront and an unexpected delay finding an Uber, we were off to the main event. We were off to see the van. This is van number 1 on our search. We kind of like it. Goal 0. Millie seems to be enjoying herself.
Well, Millie wants out.
Millie wants out.
Can
You done?
Bring me.
Despite being 21 years old, the van had fewer than 90,000 miles on it. It had also just completed a cross-country journey, so we knew that it ran.
See it.
5 people are lined up to see it.
Well, one saw it earlier this week, and then there's like 4 other people coming to see it today.
Okay. Welcome to New York buying anything. Will you just step back there with me for a second? We're driving along. The van also came converted with a bed, a ventilation fan, a floor, and solar power, including a Goal 0 electric generator with 100 amp hours of storage and 200 watts of solar panels on top. We thought this amount of power should satisfy our charging needs, although it might struggle with cooking. While we would have liked to take the time and convert our own van, this was simply not possible while we lived in New York. On the other hand, this was a very simple, bare-bones conversion. There was no sink or running water, there was no toilet, and there was only a twin-size bed in the back. Also, we couldn't stand up straight anywhere in the van, so it had a low ceiling. Alright, Ashton, what are we thinking?
I mean, I like it. I just don't know how much of a deal breaker it is not going to be able to have like a sink.
Right, there's no appliances here, there's no refrigerator. Okay, so we just got done looking at our first van. It was good, it was fun. There was lots of cool stuff, lots of good equipment. What did you think, Ashton?
It was good.
Yeah?
good?
Yeah, it was. I mean,
You want me to spray it?
the thing about it is it doesn't have a lot of amenities. You know, it doesn't have any running water, but it does have solar.
Already done.
It's not clear how well it would support. We're gonna have a couple computers and cameras and stuff like that. Drone. So I'm not sure.
Forgot about the drone.
Not sure how it's gonna handle all that, but all in all, like, it was
A good first van to look at.
yeah. I wouldn't, if we spent 6 months in that van, I wouldn't be upset about it.
No.
But we're gonna take a nature walk with our good pupper Millie. She's tagging behind, and we'll let you know where we go next. Over the course of our nature walk, I kept thinking more and more about the van. Although it didn't have a lot of the features that we were hoping would be included, I really had a good feeling about this particular van. Something just felt right. So after an adventure catching the bus, we began thinking about putting in an offer. So we just got on this bus and Millie is out. Okay, so here's basically what happened. We got done looking at the van and we took a little fall walk.
Yep,
It was really nice. It was a good walk. And then we realized that Ubers aren't really servicing that part of the valley.
There was one Uber
And
20
they were
minutes away.
like 23 minutes away. And they didn't even accept our call.
No.
So no one would pick us up. So
Slight panic started to happen.
we were like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to walk 10 miles back to Peekskill. But
We could have done it.
we'd have made it. Millie
Respectful.
is back there. She might not have, but we'd have been okay. But
Making it
luckily,
into Brooklyn at noon or midnight.
right. Fortunately, a friendly bus driver came along and was like, oh yeah, you just have to get out at the police station. And then you walk a little while. So now we're walking from the police station at
Could be the
Peekskill.
water. Or is that a...
That's the water. Yeah, no, that's the Hudson.
We
And we can see the Hudson. So that's exciting. So our first look at a van turned into a little bit of an adventure. Well, we got a bus ride. We got to see lots of the valley. It's a really nice valley.
I felt like a real tourist because the bus driver, when we got off, was like, at this road, you take a right, and then you follow it down to the fork, and then you stay right, and then once you get to the very end, you turn left. I felt like a true tourist. It was good.
He was very helpful. Yeah, so we're going to walk to the train.
Now it's freaking freezing.
It's a little cold. We didn't wear coats because we're tough.
Freaking freezing.
I was wandering round town in a city of gold when I was struck by luck 'cause I found you sitting all alone, looking down your phone like a restless soul. The wind had stroked your hair, left your scent in the air, and the sun was almost acting as a spotlight just for you, making flowers bloom. Days are made for you. You make me weak in the knees. I'm doubling you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see.
As we crossed the Manhattan Bridge into Brooklyn, we decided that we would put an offer on the van and see what happened. From an original price of $12,500, we decided to offer $9,000. At that price, we thought we could use the savings from the van to cover any needed repairs and any refurbishments. We knew that the heater would need repairs and suspected the other pieces would as well. Honestly, I don't think we expected to get the van at this price. We had discounted quite a bit, and we had heard that as many as 5 other people were considering the van. We ended up putting in an offer that night and went to sleep with dreams of tomorrow. That morning, we woke up to news that was equal parts exciting and terrifying. This 21-year-old tiny van was going to be ours. We had officially purchased the Bandit.
With me, and you will see.
What's going on, guys? I am at the start of what is going to be a very, very long day. I'm currently headed up north to Peekskill to purchase the van and get this adventure going in full. Excited. Work is going to be absolutely crazy today, so I've got that going on. The next 2 or 3 days are going to be so hectic, but I am so stoked.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines.
As I rode the train north to pick up Bandit, I was struck by the dreary weather that was settling into the valley. Little did I know the tone of the day would soon match the weather.
Girl, daydreamer, kidnap me. Take me back, all the way back to them days. Running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
What's up, guys? So a little bit of an update here. I just got here to Peekskill, and I got a call as soon as my train pulled into the station. I was like, oh great, she's here, ready to get the van, ready to get things kicked off. The engine cut out on the van. Check engine lights on. She's like, we have power now, but there's potentially some issues, which stinks because I was planning on getting everything all set up, and then I've got to get back on a train and get back to New York for work. So it's a little stressful, but I mean this is the adventure. This is the adventure. This is what you sign up for. So seller's been really great about it. Gonna get it into a mechanic, see what the deal is, see if we can get this fixed, what the price is gonna be, and I mean, we'll see what happens. But it's a little disheartening. It's also raining, so I'm kind of stuck under the underpasses at the train station.
No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. One big smile across my face. We used to dance out.
Hey everybody, so I'm back home, which is nice. It was kind of an eventful trip. We're currently waiting to hear back from the mechanic, which will be, we'll see what happens. I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, things happen with older cars, and things happen. So I'm hoping that this is, this is a small thing and
we'll hopefully be able to pick up the car and get this thing squared away tomorrow or maybe Sunday or Monday. We'll see. But overall, I mean, this is just a setback. No matter what happens, I'm super excited to get this adventure underway. This is basically a day in the life. Huh, I wonder if Millie would like this. Come here. What do you think?
Okay, me and the dog might have went a little crazy while we were waiting to hear from the mechanic. After what seemed like an eternity, but was actually only one day, we finally heard that this was going to be a minor mechanical issue. Now we had to decide if it was going to be a deal breaker. Ashton and I didn't want to waste a beautiful Saturday, so we decided to steal it tomorrow, discuss our options while taking another beautiful walk in New York.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now
We are currently living that Bronx River Pathway life. What do you think, Ashton?
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
Really, can you not? Let's go.
It's really pretty. There actually is. Oh, jeez. A river. Look at that.
there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover.
Filming Millie with a leaf. Attempt 1. Millie! That is why you can't film leaves with Millie.
But we can't have nice leaves.
Agents of the other, beyond.
As our nature walk came to an end, and as we discussed all of our options, both of us agreed that we should move forward with the van purchase. It was a little bit scary, and honestly we were pretty nervous about our choice. But after a day of enjoying the wonderful outdoors, we knew we had chosen correctly. We reached out to the seller and coordinated a time to pick up the van the next day. After doing so, we only needed to finish our walk and begin preparing for the first day of the rest of our lives.
Easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
Ashton,
Yeah,
where are we going?
to buy a van.
We're gonna go buy a van. We gave Millie some CBD dog treats, and she is She's feeling it.
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak.
Ashton,
Yeah.
where are we?
We're in our van.
We finally did it. There it is. After all of this. No, I mean,
Look how pretty.
it's kind of empty, but we've got a van. We're set up. We've actually taken the first step. I never thought we'd get this far, so the world's our oyster. We're good to go.
But we'll make it through, and I'll back you up. Wherever you're going, I'm going too. I'll follow you through the black and the blue. Whatever the mountain, we'll climb to the land.
Wow, so we finally got the van, which is crazy. It seems like we put just months and months of preparation into this moment. And I mean, this was the first and only van we actually saw in person. But when we saw it, we just loved it, you know? It just felt right. We think it's gonna serve us well. Mechanical issues, hopefully notwithstanding. The gal who sold it to us was super, super nice, so she ends up watching this. Thank you very much. It's rainy, it's dreary, but things have never looked better. Ashton always looks cute.
I'm so cute.
Woohoo! Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to start a new adventure. Crazy to get this going.
I'll still be here.